Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna go over the biggest Pokemon controversies that to ever happen. And trust me, there's way more than you think for a children's game. I don't understand it, but there's some pretty messed up stuff they did and stuff that other people have done to Pokemon that we're gonna go over in today's video.
Hi.
If you don't know about us, we own a small business where we sell Pokemon cards online. If you guys want to go check it out, go to dnapokecollectibles.com. Snag yourself some of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, Japanese Pokemon cards on the entire internet. Now, getting straight into this video, let's start with the first controversy, and that is the Porygon episode in Pokemon in 1997. So basically what happened was there's this episode in Pokemon where Porygon gets blown up, or they blow up something, and to show dramatic effect for the blow up, they decided, hey, we're gonna flash blue and red really, really fast over and over again.
Now, if you're unaware with this thing, it is called epilepsy. I'm guessing that there was a lot of lawsuits.
A lot of seizures, more than you would think. When I thought about seizures, I was thinking maybe like 20 or 30 kids had seizures. No,
685
people had seizures that were so bad, they had to be taken by ambulances. Not counting kids that just had seizures and just, weren't admitted. So, not only that, 2 patients remained in the hospital for over 2 weeks. I would show the clip. If you guys want to, go look it up for yourself. Just look up Porygon flashing episode. If you have epilepsy, or if you don't know yet have epilepsy, well, you'll find out.
Look away if you do have epilepsy. Epileptic warning for the next 5 seconds.
It is pretty bad. On to the next controversy, one of my favorite ones. This one actually might be earlier than the previous one I was talking about. They made a Jinx Pokemon card. And Jinx the Pokemon, artist controversy because the original Jinx didn't have a purple face. It was black. And that's really not good because it looks like blackface. And that's also really not good. I will show up some pictures of the original Jinx right now.
Really racist.
And
Really not good.
I can't believe Pokemon got away with this, especially because I think that was the entire point of that character, that Pokemon, was to emulate that. So the fact that they got away with that is pretty strange. And the fact that it's still a popular Pokemon today, all they did is change it from to purple. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
I would say on a scale from small to medium to large of a deal that one is, I'd say probably large.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know. I mean, for adults that watch whatever their kids watch, because sometimes they're just forced to, it's a big deal. But for the kids themselves, I'm sure they don't know. They don't realize, which is nice that the kids weren't like, Mom, blackface is on my Pokemon.
They're not gonna understand.
Yeah.
But it's also just like, it's so obviously what it is. It's not even trying. Like, in the first gen, there was Pokemon that were based off like popular hit things, like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, Jackie Chan, and
Those are cool.
Bruce Lee. Like, they're based off real things, and I think some others were also, including Jinx, which is not good. But here's onto my favorite controversy, and something that I have personally been involved in when I was younger: religion. I still believe in God. So when I was a kid, we went to this church, and I was shown a video. I will show you the guy right now.
Why?
He made a video about Pokemon, and here was his philosophy. So in Japanese, they're called pocket monsters. Monsters can be seen as demons. So in that way, they're actually called pocket demons, and that's what Pokemon are. So when you let your kid play Pokemon, you're letting them play with demons.
Pokemon means pocket monster. But why should they carry these monsters in their pocket? So Pokemon is a game that teaches children how to enter into the world of witchcraft, how to cast spells, how to use psychic phenomena, how to put to work supernatural powers against their enemies, how to fantasy role play. Pokemon world is a world of the demonic, of the satanic.
That was the general philosophy that was thrown onto my poor single mother, and she took it and ran with it. And I feel terrible because it's really not her fault, because it's just not true. And they think that it has to do with demons. But apparently, I didn't even know this, the Vatican, the huge Catholic place, it's like I don't know, the White House of the Catholic world, even weighed in apparently, I didn't know this. I thought that they were gonna say something bad. He gave it his blessing, which is awesome. Good for them.
That's good. So, if anybody is watching this and you are religious, like us, or I don't know, anything like that, and you believe in God, or you're a parent watching this and you don't know about if you should let your kid play Pokemon, it has no harmful effects. There is nothing demonic about Pokemon, and it is fully stigma, fully myths. So don't worry about it.
All right, so we're gonna give the religious side of this a 1 out of 10. It's not it's not controversially it should not even be considered as religion at all. It's stupid. A lot of the times, so religion and your beliefs are very different. And religion is like what the general people believe, the world believes, and the world will literally tie anything to anything. So they see people like playing with sticks, casting spells, you're practicing witchcraft. It's just stupid stuff like that where it doesn't tie into anything religiously. It shouldn't, and it's stupid. This next controversy is one of my favorites. PETA, the greatest animal rights activists in the world. They definitely have not killed the most animals in their shelters than any other animal organization. Not at all. Anyways, going into what they decided, instead of spending money on not killing animals that they harbor, they decided to make a game based off Pokemon in which you beat animals to get them to fight, I think. They make these games, and the whole thing is that they actually hate Pokemon. And so the thing is that, like, because Pokemon, technically, you're catching animals and forcing them to dogfight, which is just, it's a kid's game. Oh my goodness.
I don't think any time before I was like 12 years old, I don't think I ever thought of anything actually that deep.
Never once as a kid was I like, dude, I just got done playing Pokemon Black. I think I'm gonna go force 2 cats in a cage until they kill each other. Gambling. This is bad.
Yeah, so pretty much, if you don't know what gambling is, it's pretty much putting in a certain amount of your time, money, or energy into something, and you are hoping to get more back than you put in, or equal it out. But most of the time, you want more money back than you put in. So the huge gambling controversy with Pokemon is that a lot of people will go, which this also leads into scalping. We'll get way more into scalping after, but they will go scalp and take all of the product of Pokemon at Fred Meyer or Walmart or wherever their local store is, and they take it home, and let's say they buy $100 worth of it, and they open the packs. They're hoping to get more than $100 worth. They're hoping to get a hit with a card. And so this is why it has turned into more of an adult sport, because kids are really just wanting Pokemon for the art and to put in their binder and have a collection. And adults have started to turn it into something that is to the point where you have to cancel your cards. You have to put boundaries on your spending limits, because it actually can become an addiction very easily.
I've seen like videos of people, they'll open their stuff and just throw away all their cards, including EXs and SRs. I've seen even throw away SR cards, which look cool. And even AR cards they'll throw away. They're just looking for the rarest cards, the ones that cost hundreds of dollars.
I've made this rule where we can't throw away even common cards, just regular common cards, because there's schools that you could send them to. There's probably your niece, your nephew, your little brother or sister. There's literally anywhere else other than the garbage that they can go.
All right. Pokemon Go. Do you guys remember that? 2016? It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. Still is a lot of fun. They just sent that out and were just like, people aren't stupid. I have unfortunate news. So, let's just start with the first part of this controversy that I didn't even know about. Organizations and companies were complaining because there was lots of Pokemon still spawning at like Auschwitz Memorial and 9/11 Memorial. That's kind of bad. Imagine you're like at one of the worst places in the world, and your first thought is, I'm in Auschwitz. Probably a million people died here. Dude, there's a Squirtle. Like, what?
I would not be playing Pokemon Go if I was visiting that area.
And there's also people playing while driving cars and on train rails, which is stupid.
Yeah, and in Russia, there was a 21-year-old who ended up getting arrested for 3.5 years because he was playing Pokemon Go in a church.
I forgot about that.
And they thought it was blasphemy. So
All right.
go check out our product though, because our Pokemon product is pretty swag. There is no choking hazards unless they fold the cards and put them in their mouth. So don't let them do that. Watch your kids with all of their things. And go visit DNAPokeCollectibles.com.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.